Welcome to Study Loop.
So we're trying to find the thickness such that it has a given amount of rotational kinetic energy. So we have our radius of 25 centimeters, or we can say 0.25 meters. We can also have the initial angular velocity of 0 radians per second. We have our angular acceleration of 3.00 radians per second squared. We have our density, rho, of 8,600 kilograms per cubic meter. We have our rotational kinetic energy of 800 joules, and this is at t equals 8 seconds. We have the moment of inertia of a disk, and this is going to be I equals mr squared over 2. And at this point, we can find the final angular velocity. So this will be omega initial plus alpha t. So this would be 0 plus alpha, which is 3, times 8, 24.0 radians per second. At this point, we can say, okay, the kinetic energy rotational is going to equal half I omega squared. And we can substitute for I and say that this is going to be 1 over 2 mr squared over 2 omega squared. And this will equal mr squared omega squared over 4. We're also going to make another relationship and say that the mass of this body, or this disk, is going to be equal to the density times the volume, which is the definition of mass. We can further say that the volume is going to be equal to pi r squared d, where d right here is the thickness. And at this point, we can substitute in for this. So kinetic energy rotational would simply be equal to pi rho d r to the 4th omega squared all over 4. And we find that d is going to equal 4 times the rotational kinetic energy divided by pi rho r to the 4th omega squared. And at this point, we can actually solve and say that d is going to be equal to pi 8,600, 0.25 to the 4th, 24 squared. And then for our numerator, we'll have 4 times 800. And this will be equal to 0.0527 meters. So this will be our thickness needed such that we have a rotational kinetic energy of 800 joules after t equals 8 seconds. This will be our thickness needed, 0.0527 meters. And that's the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.